So these guys' stupidity, their programming is ridiculous. They're just demonstrating more and more that they demonstrate more than inhuman stupidity. Another thing they do is, for example, let's say they program me. They claim they program me not to play basketball. They think if they chop my hands off, like literally chop them off, and I don't play basketball anymore, they're like, oh, look, I programmed him not to play basketball. Look, he doesn't play anymore. That's kind of what they're doing with my nervous system. So they think if they disrupt a function and just turn it off and I'm no longer able to do it, that means they program me to not do it. Or they think if let's say they made up a lie, they program me not to use my computer anymore. They'll hire a hacker and break it or something. And they'll be like, look, we programmed him not to use his computer anymore. But they really just broke my computer. Think of, think about other ways that can be applied. That's all they're doing. They're just basically chopping off your hands and preventing you from doing something. And then they said they programmed you. So yeah, they'll like say, oh, we programmed him not to use his computer. And then they'll break my computer. Or we programmed them not to use Microsoft Word, and they'll break my Microsoft Word or some bullshit. They'll get caught right now. It's in my mind. That's not programming. Or whatever else. I mean, they got all sorts of nonsense they make up to idiots. But like they'll be like, we programmed them not to write to law enforcement anymore, and then they'll kick me out of my email. Or we programmed them not to tweet anymore, and then they'll kick me out of my Twitter with hackers. Or we programmed him. That's the tactics they use. So that's their hustle. So they didn't program anything. They're just selling the idea and doing perception manufacturing and pretending they program me. Think about other functions that they could just inhibit and then claim they program me not to do something. They're not programming the mind and programming psychology or anything. They're just disrupting function. They could be like, oh, I programmed them not to play basketball anymore, and then put an implantable in my nervous system that like disrupts my arm from extending or something, because you need to extend. And then they're like, oh, we programmed them. They really just disrupted function. So they're really just disrupting function covertly with these implantable devices. They aren't programming anything. It's no fault for nonsense. These kids are full of shit. I'm Alexander Surya-Jani, born June 5th, 1984. And where are these weirdos going to prison? Where they belong. It's 1:32 p.m. Where's my phone? God damn it. $133. I just overheard him say he ran out of paint. So they're doing something illegal with the satellite too. So when are these guys going to prison? Because I'd say that's radiation. That's a radiation dispersal device and a WMD. So how are they not in prison yet? Because that's terrorism.